Today, this message has found you because a sacred recalibration is occurring in your life. Specifically, if this message has found you on September 1st, oh my goodness. Yeah, you're being initiated. The first message I was getting is that this is going to be like a huge full circle moment. And you're really sitting in the fog right now. You're sitting in the fog to see your life with the lens of the soul, and to see that you can see through the fog. There is something that you're being guided to do, there's changes that you're being guided to make, but before those, I'm hearing any action is actually applied, there has to be a stillness that occurs. And today specifically, I'm seeing for you, okay, and it's activating today, but this is going to occur all the way through until about September. There's a sacred time dilation bubble that you found yourself in. It's almost like a time warp. Okay, you may feel like time has slowed down, time has become non-existent. It's hard to distinguish what's about to happen in the distance between two events. All right, and I feel like this is where you are now, and where I'm hearing your life's journey is leading you. And this sacred recalibration is so necessary. I'm hearing oh so necessary for you, because it's about you asking yourself, is the direction I'm heading in so aligned? This, I'm hearing, moment of stillness, which seems paradoxical because at the same time it feels like so much momentum is building in your life and so much is happening, especially behind the scenes. It feels like so many things are being orchestrated for you as well in ways that you just cannot possibly fathom right now. Working behind the veils, right? Pisces energy and Saturn is literally where you can pretty much anchor any dream into reality. In fact, the veil actually becomes thinnest during this time in regards to action that you have been taking has altered the future timelines that you're now aligned with. You're entering a portal today. You know, it really does feel like a portal is entering. A portal is entering, okay, into your life. So there could be a portal opening up and something is entering into your life. It could be an opportunity. It could be even coming through the form of like a person or a thing. But I was seeing kind of a solar return energy. So it does feel like something's being illuminated in regards to your soul's journey. And this is what it feels like. You're being met with something today, okay? You're being met with something today. And it could be a dream, it could be an intention, whatever it is that's greeting you. It's designed to alter the trajectory that you see your life going down, okay? That's what it's designed to do. Okay, there was another stream, I'm trying to get it back. But it just feels like whatever it is that's greeting you today, it is designed to assist you at this stage in your evolution journey. Now let's talk about Saturn for a minute. So if Saturn in Aries is like the sergeant in the army, and he's, you know, do, you have to take this external action, you know, it's about forging a path for yourself through action, then when Pisces Saturn energy, and Saturn has retrograded today back into Pisces, it's kind of like the spiritual monk, right? Or a gatekeeper type of energy. So it does feel like there is a complex puzzle piece that you're receiving today, and it plays a part into the biggest story of your life, but you may not be able to understand what that bigger picture is. And clarity is going to come as you sit in the fog. You know, when you wake up and there's like a huge foggy landscape and you cannot really see that far into the distance until you start walking the way, and then, you know, objects that are closer to you, you know, begin to emerge from the fog and you get to kind of see where you're going. Well, that's what it feels like is happening in your life right now. It definitely feels like that. It definitely feels like as you walk the way begins to unfold, and I'm here, you're going to realize that you're right on track, but really it's asking yourself, is your mission so aligned? And you're going to see that you have an internal navigation system. I'm seeing the X and the Y axis as well, so it almost feels like there is this echolocation kind of vibe where you're going to be utilizing, I'm hearing, your other primary senses aside from the five senses, right? This is like a sixth sense as you navigate your way through the unknown, all right? So yeah, this shift does ask for you to be anchored in compassion for yourself during this time, because you're not going to have all the answers. You're not going to have all the answers in regards to where it is that you're being led or what it is that you're going to be asked to do. But it is an opportunity for you to kind of rise up and see that clarity will emerge as you trust yourself. You know, this is really going to be a trust walk, because the North Node is in Pisces and we're about to enter into that lunar Pisces eclipse on the 7th. And you know, this is going to be the universe really breadcrumbing you and initiating you on some kind of side quest. And you don't see right now how this is going to play a huge role into your life. But yeah, there is like a full circle moment, especially on a soul level, because it feels like you're coming back in alignment with initial intentions that you had before this incarnation. And it does represent some kind of spiritual maturity. And again, by the time November comes around, there is this retrograde that will be closing up, and what's going to station direct is kind of soul deep for you at this level. And it's funny that we said portal, because I did pull like a one card before this reading, and this talks about gratitude portal. So this is about being grateful for an essence that you're getting really acquainted with before the form arrives in the physical, or you arrive in the physical somewhere into, I'm hearing, a new formed reality, okay, a reality that has collapsed into form for you. So yeah, it is almost like a spiritual gatekeeper if you talk about like this monk essence. Pisces is no longer barking commands at you, right? It's basically inviting you to trust in the unseen during this stage in your life. It is going to be where there is almost like a softening of structure. Things that you would have been like really strict or disciplined in regards to prior, when it comes to like rigid forms that you relied on, are going to dissolve. Okay, routines could even feel very fuzzy during this time. This is where essentially you're going to be led to see the spiritual and the practical, and the practical and the spiritual. This is where you are really going to see yourself as a spiritual being moving through your everyday existence, right? Really as an energetic being, because again, that veil between worlds is extremely thin, and it's designed to dismantle outdated structures or belief systems that do not support the soul's highest expansion or evolution. So yeah, it's an introspective pause if that's how you want to see it. But yeah, it does feel like there's a time warp, but it is on your side. There is a time warp, but it is on your side. And if you think about that, let me go ahead and I'm gonna look up time warp real quick and see what comes up. Because if you guys have been here a while, or if you haven't, this is how just things go down. Specific keywords. So this talks about a distortion or a shift in the normal flow of time. And again, Saturn rules time, right? And it has the illusion of going backwards. So there could be something that you're revisiting, and it may feel like it's not really productive. Okay, I'm hearing it could even feel counterproductive to take a moment of stillness or recalibration, but it does feel like the tide is receding for a new wave to form in your life. So yeah, this is like stepping into a pocket where time behaves differently. So this could be the speeding up or slowing down of time compared to what it is that you'd expect. And it can feel like you've been transported to a different era or moment. And that's what it feels like. You're stepping into a new time. And what is time? Again, it's the distance between two events, and it's your consciousness traveling from one event to another. And what happens in between that period, okay, during that shift in that timeline, is something that they want you to pay attention to, right? It can even be you experiencing lost time. Like maybe you're not even going to remember how you've got from point A to point B. That's what it feels like. It may even be like you blurring. Yeah, that's what it is. It does feel like there's a moment of slowing down and moving and taking every step with intention. Okay, there's an important essence of taking every step with intention. So yeah, this talks about warping space and time, traveling faster than the speed of light. So there could be something that you're arriving at. It also talks about, you know, wormholes, which is a great acceleration of events. So this is actually going to lead to a shortcut of events, which means that something that you're discovering within the fog, it could be something that you're acquiring. It could be an idea. It could be, again, something that you're circling back around to. But now I'm hearing realigning with your faith in positioning yourself in this very specific trajectory, and you're walking with that faith, okay? Which is, again, be sure of what it is that you want in this essence, and the things in which you cannot see in regards to how you're being delivered somewhere or how something is going to be delivered to you. So yeah, this is super interesting. Yeah, skipping decades or existing outside normal chronological orders. So yeah, this is definitely a vibe that's coming through. It's like you're stepping back into your eternal essence. You're stepping back into your eternal presence. That's the energy. Time's not behaving normally during this aspect of your life. So yeah, what else was I seeing? Anything else that's important? It really is about, instead of just physical action, it's almost like spiritual um structure, dark energy. Look at this in quantum entanglement. This is funny because these two cards are actually, one, Saturn first stationed into Aries earlier this year. It was actually the day that I was traveling somewhere. And I pulled these energies for myself, and I can talk from experience what this is. And this is big. Dark energy talks about the unknown and how you're going to have to trust yourself as you move through unknown times. And this is literally like moving through the fog, right? There's even like so many emotions arising right now. So it does feel like everything is kind of being leading you to this big jump. It does feel like a quantum leap that's taking place right now, where you're about to lose track of time. And it's like you're going to be surfing through the illusion of time and tuning back into your timeless consciousness that's navigating this experience on Earth through this vessel. And within the vessel, there could be doubts that you're having. There could be something that is going to be resurfacing for you as you're being guided to walk with faith and not necessarily by sight. Because I'm hearing there is a sight that's unseen right now. There are treasures that are hidden in the shadows. There's treasures that are hidden in the unknown for you. And quantum entanglement is basically you being guided by a fractal of yourself that has already experienced the journey. It's already experienced the distance between these two events. It's faced storms that you're yet to embrace. And this is about storms of change in your life and really having to embrace it instead of feeling like you're bracing for it. So yeah, you're being guided by your higher self, essentially, during this time. And this talks about there is so much more to be discovered. We'll go ahead and read it, right? Aurora Polaris is you being literally connected. Look what's behind Aurora Polaris, wormhole, by your bioplasma origin. And this is about you being engaged with in the third dimensional realm. As we spoke about, Saturn in Pisces is the veil between worlds really, really thinning. And it does definitely feel like you're going to be sensing information that's bleeding through different timelines. It feels like there's information that's bleeding through different dimensions that you're going to be intercommunicating with, and it's going to be guiding your journey on Earth. There is a fractal of you existing at a high level of understanding that can see the full landscape of time and space and how you're going to arrive somewhere. It definitely feels like a coordinate, whatever this is, within space and time. I don't know if it's a physical location for you or just a place that you're entering into mentally. It feels like emotionally, it just feels like there is this environment that is welcoming you in some way, okay? Now, whatever this is, it's huge. It's huge. I'll go ahead and read dark energy, and it talks about black light. So you do have the ability to see and sense things from the lens of the soul. You have the ability to see through the fog, but you have to be able to sit in it. When you sit in, I'm hearing confusion, clarity emerges. The mystery. So you could be a mystery even to yourself right now. That's literally what this feels like. You are a walking enigma. It's like those who solve the mystery become the mystery, and you solving the mystery is knowing that you've literally become that mystery even to yourself. That's what this is. Even you don't see right now what your life is about to evolve into. And I'm hearing the version of yourself that you're about to evolve into becoming. Anyway, undiscovered potential. Dark energy is the most prevalent in the universe and is of unknown origin. It is in the darkness where we find our most valued talents, passions, and motivations. The darkness is not about going down into the basement to look for pain. Dark energy is universally defined as unknown energy. And I'm hearing this is something that you can no longer deny. It's something that you can no longer also abandon when it comes to your own soul's journey. So what if you are being a certain version of yourself thinking that that is your full potential? This is something new, a new quantum non-local connection, right? Another coordinate within time and space, space and time that is nudging at you, nudging at you right now, right? You may feel like it's pulling you with quantum entanglement. Okay, so what if there is a lot more to discover by turning on a flashlight? There is much more to discover. And this is saying something that you are connected to on a soul level, on a cellular level. This is about the memory where you've walked yourself. You are this future version of self that's already arrived at this destined point. You're walking yourself back through space and time to experience the unfoldment in a linear fashion of an event that has already come to be. It's already manifested into form. Okay, let's go ahead and read quantum entanglement. Or I'll read a section of it. This is this energy just alone. Wow. If you're feeling fear or like nervousness today, or there's some kind of level of hesitation, my advice to you is to remember that this has already come to be, right? This is already, past tense. It already exists. You're watching the becoming of it. Like you're watching the unfoldment of your own life story. So illusionary separation, that's what quantum entanglement is. There's so much more to be discovered that you have already discovered. You're going to be witnessing the journey of that. So today is about enjoying the scenery amongst a divine, I don't want to say detour, but it does feel like a redirection of some kind. So yeah, particles that were once attached remain related, affecting and modifying each other no matter the distance or level of separation. So this is telepathic consciousness. So I wouldn't be surprised again if the veil between realms is really thinning and you're receiving telepathic communication during this time, from guys encoded into your field all the way through to yourself. Okay, this is huge. It's huge. It's something that's nudging at you. So yeah, this talks about the information regarding what you do, think, or feel arrives. The intertwined and direct relationships in your microcosms causes you to influence each other, affecting everything that happens, including actions, emotions, and beliefs. So this is something that you're connected to regardless of the physical distance or the illusion of that. The same happens with your thoughts and feelings and energy frequencies or wavelengths which transcend space and time. Your consciousness is literally extending far beyond your anatomical physical body, right? Your alpha third dimensional vessel is going into the quantum field, picking up on certain information. You're anchoring that back into the present moment and you're acting upon that information. This is about trusting this hidden wellspring of knowledge that you're connected to. This is something that you're drawing. I'm hearing inspiration from during this time. I'm hearing just divinely inspired action. Divinely inspired action. Wow, it's huge. It's huge. It's a very specific energy. You would think, therefore, the thoughts can travel. In reality, however, they go nowhere as there's no separation between energies, only interconnectedness. So this is about a voyage. Planetary voyages are in that same like certain way, which is super interesting. Yeah. It does feel like you're kind of voyaging through space and time right now. Anyway, long story short, it does talk about all travelers on planet Earth and this being your second home. And it's like your shared home away from home. And it's about the things that you want to experience here. So again, it is bringing you back into that Piscean energy. And then you also have, whatever the case, separation is man-made inventions. The paradox is, that these impact each other instantaneously. We transform each other like clay passing through different hands. These are things that others cannot necessarily perceive, okay, in the moment, but whatever takes form will have an impact that lasts forever. So whatever it is that you're being guided, I'm hearing back to, oh, it feels like the time has come. It's literally as if you stepped into a new time. There is a new event that's being orchestrated in your life. This time is activating today specifically for you. Yeah, there is an event, and the event has started. And the event is like you or whatever's going on in your life right now. It just feel like this is kind of a main event, or it's leading you there. That's definitely an energy. But yeah, sit in the fog until you learn to trust the things in which you cannot see. Because this is about what you foresee. You can foresee and take yourself somewhere energetically. It's almost like you've arrived there. You know what today is about? You've already arrived here. There is a moment in your future that you've already arrived to. Mentally, visually, right? Emotionally, spiritually, energetically. You're present. You know, I'm seeing like the Eight of Cups kind of energy reversed, where you may be physically in an illusion of separation there, but you're literally physically arriving there. It's almost like the coordinates are getting closer. You know, I'm seeing 2 locations on share your location, and time is collapsing. The distance between these 2 events is collapsing as we speak. It's like every moment that passes is supposed to feel magical right now. I've not just read this energy before, but I've experienced this energy, so I know exactly what this is. And it's huge. Let's see. Adjacent possibilities. Something that you had not considered before, perhaps. This talks about something happening in your life that you don't expect. Okay, this could be again a divine spark download. Many unconsidered options that are about to make an appearance, I'm hearing, in your reality. This is things downloading into your third dimensional experience to come and engage with you in this realm, in this terrestrial plane that you're transversing on. I don't know if it's a person, I don't know if it's a thing, I don't know if it's a place for you, but this is something downloading into your third dimensional experience. And I'm seeing you being downloaded somewhere. So it does feel like there's a transfer of some kind. It's as if you're transferring into a new universe. I'm hearing into it. Congratulations. If you found this message, you've literally arrived and been transferred to a new point in time and a new, I'm hearing, point in space in time, time in space. A new point in space. What does that mean? A new space and point. And again, this is a coordinate of some kind. It is a coordinate, and you found yourself in the middle of it. That's what it feels like. There's something around staying centered because you're about to be witnessing reality literally reconfigure itself. It's as if reality is going to be collapsing around you in a whole new form. And it's because you're observing it differently. It's like you're observing your position on Earth very differently as well. Okay, so this talks about sometimes the force of habit keeps you stuck and unaware of potentially healthier and happier choices at hand. So again, if things have been really rigid, because again, this is the sergeant when Aries is in Saturn, performs very well, right? But it is a sergeant, it is discipline, it's strict, it's stern. And if you feel like there's an aspect of your life that has been like this, it talks about you being given an entirely different option that opens an entirely different door. You've been used to, I'm hearing, running right now, like trailblazing, especially throughout the summer. I feel like you've been kind of trailblazing in some way. But this is the moment where you wake up and go for a run, but there is fog everywhere. And you're kind of forced to slow walk. It feels like there's a slow dance that's happening between you and your soul. you and the universe and everything around you. And there's a complete different tempo that you're going to be adjusting to. There's a complete new environment that you're going to be acclimating to. There is a complete different rhythm and flow that you're going to have to surrender to. That's what Saturn in Pisces is all about. Again, it's a spiritual monk. It's about finding the internal inner still sanctuary, the cosmos, your cosmic origin. Yeah. It's almost like there is a mystic teacher who forces you to confront unaligned action that had been taken. And this is about you. Something huge. Okay, let's go ahead and read it, right? So, unlike the indecision card that indicates confusion, this is about a new course of action, an adjacent possibility, something that you hadn't considered before. And look at this, even if the energy is upright, reversed, I feel like this is what Saturn and Pisces is, by the way. It's kind of being underwater, not knowing which way is up or which way is down, which way is left, which way is right. So it does feel like, again, you're going to be in the center point where you're going to have to find your center and you realize that you can breathe underwater. It does feel like you're literally being immersed into an entirely new environment of some kind. Oh, I'm hearing it's going to be like a sober psychedelic trip of some kind. So this is altered states of consciousness in some way. So yeah, this is about an unknown opportunity, right? That you don't want to miss because you've been married to an agenda, right? You've been stuck in some kind of rigid cycle. Okay, this is about shaking up. This is designed to shake up your life in some way. Any unhealthy patterns or inner habits that just have not been serving you. The power of your life force moves through your deeply held habits, projecting your energy out into the universe and calling back your results. In this way, okay, your life has been a product of everything that you have or have not done. Today is about a point of divergence opening up where there has been this chain reaction that's occurred in your life. And this is designed to shake up any stagnation. It's designed to break that up, okay? It's designed to kind of break you out of a shell of who it is that you've been. This is what it is, right? It's like, Aries is ruled by Mars. It's the physical vessel. Saturn is about the tangible. And it's like you're breaking free from that mold. And it's almost like the soul is being called forth. It's like the soul is guiding the vessel to places, to things. Whatever this is, it's like you're being guided by the soul. It literally does feel like a walk-in experience. I don't talk about this a lot, but it does feel like there is like an assemblage point that's happening for you. An assemblage point, okay? So yeah, so if there's been ongoing beliefs that have been defining your moments in reality, in every next moment you have another energetic choice. So it's time to decide. Are you going to let worry and self-doubt define you, or are you going to step into the ever-present adjacent possibility of optimism, trust, and self-love? Remember, this is about compassion. No matter how stuck you feel, you always have options in the thoughts of choices you make every day. And this is about seeing the power of choice. I'm open and willing to take my life in new directions. I have such huge chills right now. I was only going to do like a quick check-in today, but this energy is literally a portal. It's so powerful. I'm becoming more aware of my many options for harmony and optimism in my thoughts and in all of my choices each day. Aligned actions, higher ways of thinking about your experience on earth, seeing it and aligning yourself in the physical. It's like a trust fall. That's what this is. It really is like a trust fall. Okay, let's go ahead and get a human card real quick. A card for the human. Okay, milk and honey. Need I say more? More? This is about being, opportunities born from authenticity. What feels authentic with your most elegant, sophisticated, non-physical nature, right? That is here to be free and roam this earth according to, I'm hearing, your celestial birthright, or you're going to stay rigid. because this card is literally about hitting the jackpot. We'll read a little bit of it. This is a card for the human, right? This is literally what awaits you in the unknown. There's so much more to be discovered. You don't realize that you're about to be led to the land of milk and honey. This is somewhere that you wouldn't have gone otherwise. You know, I'm seeing you, because you can't totally see where you're going in the fog, you know, I'm seeing you take a left road, a path that you wouldn't have taken before, where it aligns you with complete new timelines and universes, right? This is about the journey of your choices, and you're about to see and witness the journey unfold based upon the choice of where your feet are aligned with right now. Okay? You know what song's coming through? Oh, what is it? There's a specific song. Oh, what was it? This is so important. Oh my gosh, let me see if I can remember it. Where my feet may fall, or where my feet may fail. Let me try and find it, right? Hold on. Something solidifying into your experience. Where my feet may fail. I'm pretty sure that is the song. Okay, listen. Wait, is it? You call me upon the waters, the great unknown, where my feet may fail. Hold on. I don't know if this is, but I'm going to read it. Okay, I'm going to listen to the lyrics. Okay, listen to this, right? This is, I don't think this is the song, but this is the song that we needed to find. Where my feet may fail. And this is the oceans, right? What is Pisces energy? It's the sea of infinite possibilities that is your reality. It's not static or confined to a very specific reality that has been playing out. Everything is vibrating in a quantum superposition. It's very, very malleable. It's continuous information, a continuous summation of infinite quantum paths, each encoded as a wave of probability. And this is about new probabilities being revealed to you. And anyway, I was seeing someone kind of going on a different path, and they end up at this beautiful land of milk and honey. It's like they end up seeing that there's literally a picnic. It's like there's a picnic, like waiting, being something's waiting for your arrival, whatever this is. Okay, so you call me out upon the waters, the great unknown where my feet may fail, and there I find you in the mystery. What are you being led to? What are you being? This feels like literally an old school reading style that I was always doing, and it's something, anyway. And there I find you in the mystery. Even in this message, it's like we're following the breadcrumbs and seeing where they lead. In the oceans deep my faith will stand, and I will call upon your name and keep my eyes above the waves. When oceans rise, my soul will rest in your embrace, for I am yours and you are mine. This is about the connection with your higher self. That's what this is. It's a connection that you have to the physical application that you take, the masculine, according to your soul's desires, the feminine, the non-physical aspect of yourself, which allows you to master creation in this third dimensional realm, right? It creates the triad. Aligned action with the soul leads to mastery over matter. It leads to the rapid unfoldment of your path or dharma. And when that path unfolds, time warps. Your grace abounds in the deepest waters. Your sovereign hand will be my guide. And this is what quantum entanglement is all about. It's about the intangible hand, North Node in Pisces, that's guiding some kind of aspect of your life. And it's guiding you through this unknown next chapter. And it's saying, I know you don't know where we're taking you, but just trust. That is the most damn beautiful thing you've ever seen. And you know it because your future self is talking to you right now in regards to it. Where my feet may fail and fear surrounds me. What do we say? There's a lot that's going to be emerging within your vessel today. And where your feet fails, right? The physical application. You've never failed and you won't start now. So I will call upon your name. What is this song about? It's all about faith. Faith not tested is no faith at all. Today is going to be a huge test of that. What does Saturn, what does Saturn's, message, right? Saturn's message is, it's going to test the limit. Where you limit yourself. I'm holding you accountable. And that's the way that Saturn shows love. It's quite disciplined, it's quite stern. It can even be, quite even emotionally detached in that way, right? So I will call upon your name and keep my eyes above the waves, right? This is what it is. Spirit, yeah, this is the song. Spirit, lead me where my trust is without borders. What do we talk about? There is no boundaries. It's like the borders between realms. You could be crossing a border, like physically, or this is like a new spirit. I'm seeing I'm seeing I'm seeing like a gatekeeper on the border. Oh my gosh. And I was talking to my friend about this the other day. Him and I were speaking about, he made up a really good point, and he was like, as we travel through the astral realm, it's almost like there can be, borders, like you're transversing through an airport, but there's different kind of gatekeepers to new time dimensions. And this is what it feels like. You're entering into a new dimension, right? A new frequency within yourself, where you're completely in tune with your soul. And in this place that you've now found yourself, new stories get to play out. You're stepping into the border of a new land. And it's full of an ecosystem of like new experiences. Again, it's that feeling where you step off a plane and I've done a message on this before, and I'm pretty sure it was my Aries Saturn video earlier this year, where the warm wind hits your face. It's a very specific feeling. I'm gonna try and find the message. Oh my gosh, we might be here a while. Hold on. So, wherever you would call me, take me deeper than my feet could ever wander, and my faith will be made stronger in the presence of my savior. So there's something that you're being led, right? I don't know what border this is. It could be the border of a new reality, right? I'm seeing you cross literally into a new place within the multiverse. That's what it is. It's literally like you're being plucked out from an environment, and that's what this is. Let me see if I can find it. I don't know what I'm going to type in to find it. I have thousands of notes. I'm hearing it's going to feel like you've definitely hit the jackpot. Let me see. I'm pretty sure this was earlier this year. I really want to find like the date of this. I'm sure we're going to find things along the way. Entering into a different plane of consciousness, etheric planes, the red carpet. This is like you digging for something. It's an arrival euphoria. It's some kind of sensation, the sudden sensory hit that tells your body, I'm somewhere new. And that's where you're arriving. Even if it's like, again, a new time that you've arrived to within yourself. It's the first impression of something that allows you to distinguish that you've arrived at a new place. It's like a land that's greeting you as well. It's like the land that's greeting you somewhere. That's crazy. We have lay of the land here at the base too. So this is like ancestral wisdom. So there could be somewhere or something that you're being led to do, but it feels just so in alignment. Anyway, it's that feeling. I don't know if I'm going to be able to find it, guys. I might try and do another video on it once I kind of dig deep. It's 15:15 on the clock right now as well, which is literally about trusting where your wisdom is guiding you, okay? 15:15. Let me go ahead and get okay, let's find 15:15 on here. 17:17, 18:18, 15:15, creativity, right? Keep accessing the creative connection that you feel to the divine. The whispers speak through your creative connection, allowing you to express the beauty that is within you and connect you to the love that is all around you. Creativity is my birthright. As I express my creativity, I feel a beautiful flow of love and connection. That's what you're about to feel. It's like this flow. You could be in a flow state today. And you know, when you're in a flow state, it's like you lose all track of time. There could be time changes. What's it called when like time zones? That's what it feels like. You're entering into a new time zone, but metaphorically. This could be physically, but it could be also metaphorically for you, where you're adjusting to a new, I'm hearing structureless structure. routinous routine. Whatever this is, it's breaking up a level of rigidity. That's what it feels like. I'm seeing like borders within an ocean, but then they break open and you see that there's so much more out there. That's what this is. It's like you're about to be a small fish in the vast ocean. Whatever it is that you've outgrown. What is the feeling? I want to see. I don't know how to find it. Let me see. I can get quite stubborn, so I don't know if this was last year or it was this year. Okay, so the first message I have is from the 20th of May, and I was talking about Saturn being the physical, Neptune being the intangible, and this is where there is a converging between realms, okay, where the intangible becomes tangible for you. So again, this could be like an intangible dream that I'm hearing you're like kind of pulling forth from the ethers and grounding it into physical reality. I'm hearing this could be intangible like insights that you're gaining as well through your sixth sense. But it feels like there's a timeline split, right? When Neptune and Saturn enters Aries. And this happened on the 24th, okay, of May. And Saturn's returns there. Saturn is ruled by time and the tangible, Neptune is the intangible, entering into a physical sign from the higher realms into physical embodiment. And this is what you're coming back to, right? It's like you're drawing something from the higher realms, the higher dimensions within yourself, and you're physically applying that today. This is why there's a converging between realms, or it feels like we're entering into a new time, consciousness traveling into a new event where new space is taking form. So there is space that you're being given. There is space to do something new. That's the energy. It's got to be near this period of time. Anyway, I'm not going to find it, but it is that specific feeling, okay? Maybe that's what we needed to find. Maybe you're looking for something. You're looking for an answer. You're looking for clarification this day. And this is it. Let's get a Shaman's Dream Oracle message. And then even this reading, I feel like I've gone into a time warp. Fool's Embrace, Transmuting Pain. Oh, this is definitely some kind of inspired action, right? This is about being in a place of never been here, never done that. But it's very different. You know, the Fool's Embrace is about you embracing a new cycle. This card comes after the World card, right? The World card is about Saturn, it's about completions. And this is where you're leaving past the stories of ways that you've previously operated, and you're coming back into a version of yourself that trusts this leap into the unknown. This is what the Fool does. Transmuting pain, allowing life to love you, and the experience of both and. So you could have experienced, again, like some kind of level of pain that's become etched into you like a tattoo, but you're no longer identifying with that version of self that attaches to, I'm hearing, the past. You're calling back your life force that has been scattered through timelines that are diverting, I'm hearing, your attention. And there is somewhere that your attention is being called to move towards. And there's energy flowing. There's energy being unleashed in that direction today. And because of that, there's momentum that's building. This is kinetic energy. It's a creative spark that you're supporting with aligned action. And that action is creating a new wave for you. Okay, it's creating a new wave. So the message of this card altogether is about you're at the beginning of your life's journey. And at the end, when you've integrated all the wisdom you've accumulated along the journey, you'll never be the same. So remember the pearl that can't be created without the gritty sand causing discomfort and acting as a catalyst in the oyster. Your pearl is discovered in radical acceptance and that everything has value. All is well now and will be well. Remember that today as you feel the Fool's embrace. What are you being called to embrace today? There's something that you're being called to embrace. There's somewhere or something that you're being guided to. Shambhala initiations. What do we say when we open up this message? if you found yourself here, and I was thinking about this, I feel like a lot of you are going to find yourself here today, possibly for the first time. And congratulations. You know how that you've evolved into a new cycle when you're met with the arrival of new people, you're met with beings that occupy this plane of existence that you've elevated into. Congratulations if you found yourself here, especially for the first time. And Shambhala initiations is about, listen, retreating to recharge, trusting the process, and Dharma. What did I talk about? Dharma, the rapid unfoldment of your path. And this is why it feels like there is a time warp. We'll read it, right? Is it time to slow down? I don't even know where the thing is. Let's find it. Shambhala initiations. Congratulations, you found yourself at a sacred world line collision. This is the moment before everything changes. And I thought this was gonna be a quick check-in, Of course it's not. Maybe it's gonna feel like these messages are flying by though. So, okay, the connection is that you're remembering your Dharma so that you can have enlightened awareness of the worlds. When things quiet down in your life, and this is the paradox, I feel like in the quietness, things have never been so loud for you. Ooh. I'm hearing your absence is almost speaking louder than your arrival. This is about you silently arriving somewhere. And whatever this is, it could be energetically before physically. I don't know what this is, but know that this isn't failure, but an opportunity to retreat and recharge. In the busyness of the physical world, our spirit is often playing catch up with our body to the point that it gets used to being overactive and overworked. There could be somewhere that you're in physically, and that's going to be changing. When you've disconnected from something, it feels like there's a disconnection and a reconnection point. This could be disconnecting and connecting flights. That's what I'm seeing as well, where suddenly your route changes. Be aware of that. There's something about a route. You're en route somewhere, but the train track has switched. Like you've pulled the lever today and you're heading in a different direction. It's altering the trajectory of your life. This is what I mean. Anyway, okay, our spirit is often playing catch up with our body to the point where it gets used to being overactive and overworked. When the great masters of Shambhala come to you, and what we're talking about, right? Saturn and Pisces is like that. It's like that. It's that master. It's that Buddha element. They're encouraging you to take time away from the outer world and dive into the inner world. And there's a different way that you're going to be seeing your external reality because you're changing the way that you see yourself being seated onto this planet. If you have been moving full speed ahead, this gateway encourages you to slow down and retreat. Take time to gather your energy. Spend time in meditation and reflection in order to gain clear awareness of your current situation. You will uncover many insights and gifts during this period. Realize that there is a master awakening within. Wow. The energy is so strong. The energy is so strong. It does feel like a celebration is happening for you. It feels like your ancestors are celebrating you right now. It feels like there's angels celebrating your arrival at this new point. This isn't just about an exit. This is about an arrival. And it's like, it's the beginning and the end at the same time. And it's paradoxical. You're entering a point where nothing will be the same. It feels like you're connecting to something that you cannot disconnect to, even if you tried. The wall is kind of being pulled from under your eyes. I'm also hearing the carpet is being like pulled from under your feet as well. Yeah, this is like a shift. It's a shift. But I'm seeing as that happens, it's like you're going to be taken for like this magic carpet ride, right? And what is that? That's like Aladdin, where your every wish is about to come true. What are your 3 wishes? Let me know in the comments section down below. Guys, put the genie and write what your 3 wishes are, okay? And you can't wish for more wishes. Or can you? I'm not here to tell you what to do. But what would be your 3 wishes? I know that they have already come to be. You'll be witnessing the unfoldment of that. And where are those wishes sourced from? What's the origin point of those wishes? What's something that you would wish to experience within, your space-time travels by the end of this life, where it's like, okay, I did that. Oh, I experienced that. What are those? Get back into alignment with them. I'm hearing nothing is too far-fetched. I'm hearing a whole new world. A whole new world for you. Exciting place I never knew, but when we're way up here, it's crystal clear. So something's about to become crystal clear in the fog for you. And this is about the connection that you have to your soul and this plane of existence. I'm hearing now I'm in a whole new world with you. Whatever this is, it's like your every wish is about to become true. And I've done a reading on this in the past, so I'm trying to find my notes with it for it. The Aladdin. Oh my gosh. This was around the same time on the 15th of May. Jasmine and Aladdin. There's something around genie vibes. Everything in the world is actually connected. That means even if we are separated, we'll never be alone. This is about the connection that you have to your non-physical essence, because that's what Aladdin said, right? The masculine to the feminine, which is the physical aspect of himself. Destiny isn't something you make as you're told. By overcoming difficulties, life and this whole world can advance forward. That's what destiny is for. A world that has lost the power to advance forward will be destroyed. So yeah, this is something that you're seeing the beauty in, right? In a secret cosmos and what appears to be chaotic in your life. Sometimes you stay bottled up because you know the responsibility is in your hands, rubbing you like a lamp, and you're the only genie that can and must rise and expand in order to grant your every wish. Yeah. Whatever this is, it's like a wish comes true. And this is the cave of wonders that you're being guided to. Oh my gosh. I did a reading on this in 2024. Yeah. All right, we're gonna do another reading on this. Whatever this is, though, there's a huge cycle, and this was all about Saturn return. This is crazy. Oh my gosh, I can't continue. This is too long. All right, we're gonna do a part 2. This is gonna be on the 2nd. And it's crazy because Mercury is gonna be entering on the 2nd tomorrow. If you guys are seeing this on the 1st, if not, just trust that you're seeing this whenever you need to. Is entering into Virgo, and this is about precision. It's about actually the smaller and finer details that are beginning to become clear for you on this day. That's an energy that's coming through very, very strongly. So I'm going to see you guys then. Oh my gosh, this is feeling like a series that's unfolding in your life. I feel like we're kind of unveiling this episode by episode. So yeah, we're going to come back around to this. But anyway, if you guys aren't already subscribed to the channel, do consider subscribing. All I can say is there's a crazy journey that's about to unfold, and it's about to be the most damn beautiful thing you've ever seen, right? Personal reading details are also down below. However, there is going to be a waiting list, most probably for October. And yeah, also check out Off to Spirit. If you guys are not already aware, we have a actually discount code for this beautiful small family-owned business that handcraft these gemstones. They have all different kind of intention packs that you can choose from, all the way from zodiac packs to chakra collections, more than just bracelets as well are available. They have a plethora of options to be able to choose from, different kind of archetypes that are subject to this universe if you want to be able to work with these potent energies. But I will speak to you very, very soon. Okay, let me know what your 3 wishes are down below in the comment section, in the live chat, in the playback. Let me know. Let me know. Okay. Until next time, sending you so much energy, unknown energy.